Everyone wants to learn how to scalp gold, but most traders don't know how to do it properly. They have bad timing, not a clear market structure. In this video, you're gonna learn step by step on how to scalp gold the right way. One thing to understand about scalping is that it's not about over trading. It's about catching short, high probability movements, maybe 30, 40, 50 pips in and out. You're not trying to predict the whole market or the whole entire move. You're reacting to simply what the market is showing you right now, right in front of you. So when it comes down to scalping, technical analysis and timing is everything that we have to talk about and understand. So we're gonna go over this chart step by step on how to find proper scalping day trading setups on gold. First step, you want to identify a market range, a low or a high point. Now this could come from time frames like the 4 hour. If it's not on the 4 hour, it's probably going to be on the 1 hour or the 30 minute, since we are scalping and day trading. So we want to identify a range in price, a high to a low. Once we have our range, we can pretty much start there and break the chart down to look for other key levels where we might see some support or some resistance. For example, here's a key level inside of that same range that I marked on the hourly time frame from the low to the high. Now we're on the 15-minute chart. We've broken it down and we're still staying in the same price range. We have a zone here where we can see some price rejection here. So this would be a good level to sell at. If let's just say the market came back to there, it could be potentially a good level to sell at. This yellow zone right here where we have some support is potentially a buy zone. Now, the problem that traders make when it comes to scalping gold is they jump in with no structure or with no timing. I'm going to show you an example of what that looks like here in a few minutes. But we can even see here from the line chart, a good range identified, a low here, a resistance here, where we have some structure to work in. Either we're going to be like a buyer around this yellow area, or maybe waiting for sells up here. And we have to confirm both sides, whatever it is. So let's break the chart down here more. This is when gold comes down to the level. And this is the problem that most traders make, is they react in situations like this without a clear structure on price. This would be a bad example of a trade we would actually not want to take. We don't just have to buy and sell because price is at a key level, at a support, or a whole number. One thing we want to wait for is a clear market structure. And this is the part that most traders miss. And they end up blaming the market for not being patient enough and waiting for these next signals. So as you can see here, if you took a trade here for buys, even though it was a good area to take for buys, we found this area from breaking down the chart, right? It's not that it was a bad area to take for buys, it's just there's no confirmation here yet. As you can see, if we took buys here, we would have been in a losing position unless we were really quick and got it when it first reacted. But there's not enough context here. There's not enough structure here to say, okay, we have a trade setup. So this is a bad example of what not to do when you're scalping or day trading gold. Just chasing things with no timing, no clear market structure. You don't just need to jump in trades. Scalping's not about over trading. There still is some patience to it. For example, right here, this is where the signs become way more clear in the market. We could see price has actually done a break of structure, a change of character, where we weren't just going down here getting these little reactions. You can see there's a downtrend here. Price is still going down, price is still going down, and then this movement shifts up. So this is some of the key stuff you want to wait for when it comes down to structure. And this is the thing that most traders don't have when it comes down to trading gold. They just jump in without no clear structure. And I'm going to be giving you guys some tips on how to use the right time frames with structure later on in this video. So make sure you guys take notes when we get to that part. This is what you need to learn how to wait for or recognize on the charts. And all it takes is waiting for price to do these types of things, right? A break of structure. As you can see, there was no break of structure here, right? Price is just coming down, right? Here, we have a break of structure. So now we have more of a trading opportunity, to say the least, because we already have an area where price has reacted and market structure has shifted. Now, let's combine timeframes together with this. If the higher timeframes are bullish, you want to learn how to scalp in the direction of that higher time frame. Never scalp against the market structure. That's how traders end up getting chopped up. For scalping, example, use the 1 minute and 5 minute or 15 minute for entries, but try to align with the 30 minute or the 1 hour or the 4 hour structure. That's how you're not gonna get chopped up in things. We got the 4 hour, the 1 hour, the 15 minute, and the 5 minute chart. The 4 hour looks like it's having some bullish rejections in price. We've come low. Even the 1 hour especially is giving us a 1 hour confirmation here. We can see the 1 hour has a rejection candlestick. This is key right here. We're getting a 1 hour rejection candlestick. So we're able to potentially now look at the 5 minute, which is up here, because the 1 hour is rejecting, but the 5 minute showing a break of structure. So we have a 1 hour rejection candle, but inside of that, the 5 minute is showing a 5 minute break of structure. So we're combining 5 minute structure with 1 hour structure together here. Now, this area that price reacted at becomes a much higher probability area for price to, one, come back to, and two, have another reaction off. Not just like the first example I showed you where price is just coming down to a level. At this point now, the level has confirmed itself because we have break of structure. So what we want in this case is the market to come back. We actually want the market to come back down to where it reacted. This is where we're gonna be able to confirm things better, look for the whole number, and use our support levels. So notice here, the market comes back to $4,010, but $4,010 is where price reversed and made that break of structure. So I'm waiting for price to come back to where it already reacted off of. My stop loss can go right below the previous low that the market made the first reaction off of. And you can see this trade would have hit perfectly, but it wasn't guessing here, right? Because first the market was just coming down. There's no clear evidence or no clear signs of a market structure shift or a break of structure like we got here on the 5 minute chart. So now this just became a much higher probability area for price to react, and we're not chasing it, we're going with structure. And what most traders do is they don't wait for structure or timing. This would have also been a very good timing for gold because it goes into something I call pre-London session, late Tokyo. For anybody who follows me has heard me say that many times before. So we're going into a key session time, which when you're scalping, you want to trade during high volume times. Timing is everything when scalping gold. Trade during the London Open, the New York Open, or late Tokyo hours before the London session. So Hong Kong, Singapore, Tokyo session. That's when the liquidity hits. Spreads are tighter and you start to get the real movements. Outside of that, you sometimes might just be trading noise. We can even see another example here where price does another higher high. So like this is evidence right here. If we want to be bullish, we want break of structures. We want to see price react, not just on one time frame, but even multiple time frames, right? Like the hourly or the 4 hour. We want to see these other high time frame candles lining up and look clear with what we see even on these smaller time frames. Notice how gold comes back to the same level once again after it makes this new high. So it's coming back to an area where it's already reacted off of. We get a rejection candlestick here. Both examples, notice this is the 5 minute, but it goes with the 1 hour and the 4 hour chart because the 4 hour is setting up bullish here. The 1 hour also has rejection candlesticks. Notice at $4,010, you get 5 minute rejection candlesticks right after you come down from the break of structure. There's a 5 minute rejection right there. I'll put my stop loss below the low. Second entry as well, there's a rejection candle right here as well happening. So this shows you how to tie things in together, but it also shows you the art of patience, and you have to let the market set up. You have to let structure show you what is actually clear on the chart. And you can see how this went all the way back up to the highs. And when it comes down to it, we're looking for buy low, sell high. So There's buyers that stepped in the market here on the first move because it shows me that because of the way it took out structure and made that BOS. So this becomes now like a buy low area, an area where demand has been created. So step by step, it's about finding a key level, recognizing that key level in price. Let's say the market's come down to that key level on a higher time frame. Let's pretend this is a 4-hour candlestick right now that just shifted at a key price level. And right now, the 4-hour candlestick is completely bullish. And this is what the chart looks like. Right now, we look like this on gold. What do we want? We have the 4-hour here. We want to look at the 30-minute or the 15-minute on the next candlestick. We want to look at smaller time frames and see if the next candlestick can actually start pulling back to where the market rejected. That's where we can go to the 30-minute or the 5-minute and look for this kind of stuff where there's breaks of structures on the smaller time frame. I would want a smaller time frame candle to pull back. So the 4-hour would eventually look something like this, where the 4-hourly time frame just goes up. But I could find that entry using a 30-minute candle when the candlestick opens. When I get a confirmation like this, I will use the previous candlestick as my stop loss. That is where I will put my stop loss, and I will target recent highs or structure points. Or I have another strategy that we won't go over in this video on how I find targets with gold. So that is how you're supposed to scalp gold the right way. Gold moves in rhythm. It moves fast and then it moves calm. So your goal is to find that flow, find that rhythm. Don't chase every little single candlestick. Wait for your setup, stay sharp, keep your emotions out of it. It can move fast and gold can react a lot in little price action, little times. 5-minute candles move 100 pips. You don't need to react to every candle or chase every candle. You wanna wait for setups that are clear like this. Simple structure, simple market timing, simple things like support and resistance, and whole numbers. We tie those things in together. So stay focused, guys. Let price come to you. There's no reason to rush your trades. The market will give us enough time to let these types of trade setups come to us. So that's how you scalp gold the right way. Simple structure, simple timing, simple strategy, and patience to let the setups come to us. If you guys want me to break down live on the charts how to scalp gold, comment the word scalp down below on this video so we can get to it.